Well, the Seahawks improved to 7-2, but not without a little drama as the game goes all the way into overtime. But it's Seattle getting the win over Tampa Bay 40-34.
That was a really cool football game. It was hard, and it was a challenge throughout the game because we weren't ahead for a long time to just stay in it, keep banging, and keep believing that we could do things right long enough to win a football game.
Russell Wilson was impressive once again, throwing 5 touchdown passes and a 2-point conversion. He completed 29 of his 43 attempts for 378 yards and a 133.7 passer rating.
With Russell back there, it don't matter. You got a chance. You got a chance no matter what's going on. He played phenomenal football today. The calls that he had to make, the adjustments that he made, the throws, just the variety of things that we threw today, that was available to us, and we went after it. It was an array of passes and concepts and principles. It was really, really exciting to see our guys pull all that together.
The Wilson to Tyler Lockett connection was on full display. Lockett finished with 152 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns on a career-high 13 receptions.
Chemistry comes with just believing in one another and just having confidence in each other and having confidence in yourself. I think the best part about it is the more that you understand somebody's mindset, the more that you understand what it is that they're looking for, but also you dive deeper. Like, one of the things that I'm starting to learn now is, like, after the play is over, what are the other routes doing around me? You know, like, where would the scramble drills happen? And now you start to be able to try to take your game to another level intellectually.
I think Tyler's been special. He makes my job easy. You know, he's really, really good. He's good as it gets. So he just keeps showing up, keep making play after play. I mean, there's nothing that man can't do. So it's been a blessing just being his friend. It's been a blessing just playing with him.
DK Metcalf had the best day of his young career, making some huge plays. He had a 53-yard touchdown grab in regulation and then a 29-yard reception in overtime to set up the game-winning touchdown.
I'm just, fitting in wherever the team needs me, whether that's, blocking or, catching the ball. I'm just fitting in.
He was clutch. He was lights out, told me, hey, be ready, you may help us win the game, and sure enough, he did, he was just lights out. I mean, just his tough catches, great speed, great acceleration, just running away from guys. He's been a star for us all year so far, and hopefully we get to keep it that way.
Tight end Jacob Hollister also had the best day of his career. He scored 2 touchdowns on the day, the first 2 of his career, including the game winner in overtime.
Yeah, so they were in man like they were pretty much all day. And I had the guy about 10 yards, like 8 yards off of me. And I had a route where I knew I had to beat him across his face, so I tried to set him up and run at him and just freeze him for a second, and then sprint and use my speed to get away from him. And Rush just put a perfect ball on me that I could turn upfield and score.
He raced across the field. It was pretty sweet just how he leveraged the guy and beat him across the field. And as soon as it opened up, just bang, it was like a touchdown. And I think your eyes light up and say, there it is. And he made a great catch and getting in the end zone, so it was sweet. And then just celebrating at the end, it was just so much fun, and we lifted him up. It was pretty cool.
Coming into the game, the Bucs had the best rush defense in the league, but the Seahawks were able to run on them, finishing with 145 yards on the ground. Chris Carson had 105 of them, although he did fumble twice.
I was thrilled for his game. And then, oh, come on, Chris, let's not go here again, and the long run, Chris is supposed to know that they're coming hawking, and it was a great shot by their guy and all that. Ball went out of bounds. Okay, so he escaped that one. But the other one, he just went after the guy. And he knows better than when the guy's below you that we don't throw the football in the shoulder into the guy for exactly what could happen. He's done it in years past. We've talked about this for a couple of years. And he just got too jacked up and tried, it's kind of like the head coach throwing a flag when he shouldn't.
Line did a great job, you know what I'm saying? All the credit goes to them. And us running back, me and Rashad, we put our foot in the ground and try to make as much as we can. We knew it was not going to be, a big hole a lot of times. We had to get what we can get, and that's what we try to do today.
Seattle's defense struggled at times, but they were able to make some big plays when they needed to, including a fumble recovery by Rasheem Green, who runs it back but is brought down just 15 yards from the end zone.
I felt like I was like this close because, man, the ball was there and I picked up, and I'm not focused on keeping it high and tight, so I'm like running, and the only thing I see is the goal line getting closer and closer, and all of a sudden I feel like my freaking ankles get swept. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Man, then I fell down like I was like this close to getting my first touchdown.
We did get to the QB. The angles were really good on the tackle, so I just hit him as hard as I could and pushed him into the QB. I didn't know what had happened at that point in time. All I saw was the ball going the other way. So I was kind of confused as to what happened, but come to the sideline and Cage is like, "You did that. I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'll take it." But it was a big play, you know what I mean? Big play at a moment that we needed.
Special teams had a rough day. Kicker Jason Myers missed a PAT, a 47-yard field goal attempt, and what would have been a 40-yard game-winning field goal, but instead the game was forced into overtime.
Our kicker, Jason Myers, he's our kicker, and it didn't go right today for him, but it's gonna. And so we're counting on him to come right back next week and kick the winners and do all the things we need to do. He's got a magnificent talent, and today got hard and it didn't work out right. So. But we won anyway, and our guys won for him, and they all said that in the locker room. They cared about him. They got his back, and it couldn't have been more clear about guys coming together for one of their own.
But even with this team going into overtime, they never lost confidence as Russell Wilson marched down his 31st game-winning drive in the fourth quarter or overtime.
Gino was the man of the night. You know, him winning that coin toss, we felt great about it, and felt like we could find a way to win the game. And guys made some clutch plays.
We found a way to win. I knew once we won the toss, they about to go down there and score. And he did it twice, and he went down there and scored, almost scored in the fourth quarter and did it in overtime. And so we want to be able to win on defense and not have to depend on the offense. But whenever games do go that way, the offense did their part.
Once again, the Seahawks improved to 7-2 on the season. They have a long week ahead of them as they prepare for a Monday night matchup against the undefeated San Francisco 49ers.